It is 6:07 right now. Police reform is a big topic of discussion following last week's verdict in the trial of the police officer who had been charged with killing George Floyd. Senator Chris Van Hollen, Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott met with several community leaders to talk about one of those concerns, which is how police respond to crisis situations. WMAR News' Mark Roper is outside City Hall right now in downtown Baltimore. So, Mark, what solutions are they talking about?
Good morning, Christian. Well, Senator Van Hollen talked about his plans to reintroduce his own legislation called the Community-Based Response Act, and he's hoping to pass that along with the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act. Now, on a Zoom call with community leaders, including Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott and Baltimore Ceasefire founder Erica Bridgeford, U.S. Senator Chris Van Hollen says 1 out of 10 police calls involves a mental health situation. But a larger number, about half of the calls, involve someone dealing with a mental health issue, and that people with mental health issues are more likely to be killed by police in situations that escalate. Van Hollen says police officers are often sent on calls for mental health or substance use disorder crisis, check-ins for health and safety, a lack of housing or health care, and emergencies involving populations in need or have historically faced discrimination. Van Hollen and many local leaders believe their communities would be better served by having an additional option for a community-based response that would send people trained in mental health and behavioral health or crisis response instead of the police. Now, the Community-Based Response Act would make that possible by establishing a new community-based emergency and non-emergency response grant program through the Department of Health and Human Services. And last summer, a Baltimore family called 911 about a family member who was having a mental health crisis. That man was Ricky Walker Jr. He pulled the gun on police while officers tried talking to him in his basement, and he was shot and killed. And whether having a crisis intervention team would have helped to save Walker's life is unknown, but many are fighting to have that option. Reporting live at City Hall, Mark Roper, WMAR 2 News.